Hello, and welcome back to the Hellraiser series. Sorry, it's been like a year and a couple of months since we started this, and I do apologize for kind of taking a break from it. I'm not gonna lie to you, kind of had a couple of job shifts, so things happen where time just kind of changed. But I'm back into it, and to be quite honest with you, this movie kind of broke me. I love the Hellraiser series. I love Pinhead. Uh, if nothing else, you should get that I am a huge fan of this series. But I've never actually watched anything beyond the first four until I started this, and Inferno just kind of broke me. Oh gosh! But I'm able to come to grips with it, and let me tell you how. This isn't a Hellraiser movie. It's not. It can't be. Uh, there is now. Let's be straight. There's not much Pinhead in the first movie. He's on it for less than 10 minutes. He's he wasn't even intended on being the breakout character. It was actually supposed to be Julia, which I still love Julia. I still think she's hotter than a firecracker. But still, the this movie is not a Hellraiser movie. It's not. This is a corrupt detective sci-fi movie that just happens to attack Pinhead at the end. And I will tell you, watching this movie, it comes around, just to give you the plot here, it starts out with Joseph Thorne. He is a corrupt detective in Denver where he's basically, he does cocaine, he gets prostitutes, he basically, he's your ultimate bad cop. And he's not even like bad for a reason cop, he's just a corrupt cop, just plain as day. And is next to, he's one of these type people that need to be fired immediately, if not sooner. But he is after something called the engineer. Yes, I know engineers in the book, but still. Uh, who is basically a drug kingpin. And he's trying to chase him down because they keep finding fingers of children. So, yeah, and that's it. He's basically chasing down the engineers. We get basically some mind games where he starts having hallucinations. He goes, you know, James Remar's in as his therapist, which ends up being a bit of a plot twist at the end. Well, don't see this movie. Screw it. It's spoilers. Uh, this movie's a 1. Let's skip to the end. Yeah, the movie's a 1. It's useless. It's not worth it whatsoever. Don't ever watch this movie for no good reason whatsoever. Uh, Not even the new Cenobites are that good. They've got the Wire Twins, I think is what they're called. Yeah, this is a useless movie. But anyway, so James Remar becomes Pinhead at the end, which makes no sense. Why couldn't they have Doug Bradley do the psychiatrist? Well, because, again, this isn't a Hellraiser movie. And I think whenever they wrote this, they had this movie, they wanted to do it, they couldn't get funding for it, so I guess for whatever reason, maybe the rights was going to get turned back in. So they slapped Pinhead in the beginning and the end, and there's no reason for this. You could have very easily, the faceless man, he could have been your main hero. I mean, your main villain rather, and it could have just been a shit cop on Sci-Fi Channel. But no, they had to. Pinhead shows up at the very beginning, and he shows up at the very end for the big reveal. But there's no reason whatsoever to have Pinhead in this. The faceless man becomes the detective, which we knew about, which we saw coming. The young boy is him as a child. Yeah, we knew that too. Why does Pinhead play mental games? Show me where in the first 4 movie he cares about psychological torture. It's all about pleasure and pain. It's about getting pleasure from his victim's pain. It's all about showing them, the whole yin yang of pain and pleasure. Not playing mind games and basically making you on an LSD trip. I could care less about that. The whole parents subplot. Your parents are missing. Well, I don't care. I'm going after the engineer. No, you may want to go find out what the heck's wrong with your parents, dude. But it's ignorant. It doesn't make any sense. This is it's a crap movie. It really is. The acting's not that good. funny thing is I mean, again, there's certain people in here that's kind of ends up showing up later on to be important. You got Nicholas Totoro. He plays the partner, which again he kind of gets screwed over. James Remar's in this one. I guess he needed that house payment. But I mean, you take Pinhead out of this, it's a forgettable movie that you get on one of those 9.99 DVDs that's got 50 movies on it, and it's where it belongs. I think they could have done something with it had I cared at all about my protagonist. I mean, I just don't care about him at all. It's like he shows up to be an utter shit. He doesn't learn anything. He doesn't get better. He doesn't find out that his wife and kid are actually deserving of, him having a wife and child. He doesn't show that he cares about him. He doesn't show that he cares about his parents. He doesn't show that he even cares about his he doesn't show that he cares about his parents. He doesn't show that he cares about his family. Even when the person that's on the sex offender registry is riding around the ice cream truck, he doesn't care about that. Even with all the nudie pictures inside the truck, he doesn't care about that, other than just a way to beat some more clues leading him to the engineer about it. Allegedly he's after the engineer because he's allegedly killed a kid and is mailing him fingers, which again doesn't make any sense. It's just a crap movie. It's useless. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of space. It's a waste of space on my DVD that's got all the Hellraiser movies on it. So yeah, flat one. There's no reason whatsoever to ever watch this movie. Just skip it, screw it, drop it on the floor. It's amazing that the guy that originally directed this goes on to do Sinister, which I thoroughly love, and he even did Doctor Strange. And I kind of feel for the guy, because I'm like, man, with this thing on your resume, it's like, okay, we want you to do Doctor Strange. What was the first thing you ever did? Oh, Hellraiser 5. Okay. But we will be back to see what's going on with Part 6. Lord, I hope it gets better from here, but damn, this movie sucks. But I will try not to be a year and a half before you get me to rant and rave about a Hellraiser movie that isn't a Hellraiser movie. Again, you have no redeeming qualities. I hope you burn in purgatory, and I award you no points. Or I award you award points because that's as low as I can go. But hopefully I won't see you in the next year and a half. Y'all have a great day. Again, not really that impressed with the Wire Twins, and I really can't stand the dog. It's stupid. I think at the end I may rank all the Cenobites. I thought the twins was a lousy looking concept. The twins are just as bad. But y'all have a great day. Again, sorry. Bye. Make sure y'all hit the website, 7poundbag.com. We'll have all our stuff compiled there, and be good to each other.